Look how cool it looks in the sunlight as you move around. So I'm just going to give a quick update on where I am so far. First of all, big shout out to Earn Developments. They gave me this hoodie. And you're not going to see on the back. So this is how far I've got with the engine so far. It's all together. I've even got the sump on. I do, however, need the oil level sensor that goes there. Yet again, I can't find that. It's somewhere and I don't know where. We've got some coolant flanges on, which are just the cheap metal alley ones off eBay. Now you do need to clean them up inside. You probably won't be able to see in there. You can see a bit in there. There's a lot of extra coolant that gets blocked by all the flashings and extra castings. And even this hole here, which you can see through that I'm blocking, that was half blocked. It's just rubbish casting basically. So you need to clean them up yourself. I used a Dremel, some carbide bits, wire wheel as well. I've got the Coolant Hoses, which are from Motosport. Now the next problem that I had was these coolant pipes. Now I'll put a picture in, so I did take a picture, I can't remember if I've still got it, of where these are located on my engine. These are basically right here. That's what they were originally, and they were actually stopping this turbo from being straight. It was actually having to be clocked off like that. It couldn't get all the way straight. Now it is pretty much bang on. It's the, there you go. So now it's bang on. So what I've actually done here, don't know if you see, right here, I actually heated this up. I heated it up a load and I bent this whole pipe down. I bent it down a load. That was quite a big bend. It was up a lot, literally here. So I bent it down so it clears, ignore that, so it clears in between the turbo and the wastegate. There's a gap all the way around. Now this top pipe then used to live, was welded onto here. So I've used my grinder and cut that off, because if I put that up onto there, you can see it would cover that. So this pipe, it's not choosing its definite position until it's in the engine bay, because then I'll know where it connects to the car, because this is for the heat matrix. But I'm basically going to have it on the side somewhere probably like that. I want to be able to get to both of these clips to do them up, so it's probably going to end up like that. Once I'm happy with where it is, I'll get a tack weld put on. Once it's in position, then we'll put a little plate over the top and weld them both to the little plate, so it will hold them nice and steady. Now these are probably going to be changed out. You can get some 90-degree ones off a different car. I'll put a link down below and I'll show you a quick little picture now. So I'm going to use those 90-degree ones. There are ones that are 45 degrees as well, but I'm assuming the 90 ones will be the ones I want. And that's what I'm going to use to go into the heater matrix, because I'm keeping all the heat in. I'm not getting rid of that. You've already seen the exhaust manifold and that lot. I've started mocking up the drain, as you can see there, and it's going to come down, and this is all metal and it is flexy, so that it isn't going to get melted. It's going to have a heat sleeve over it as well to keep some heat off from the exhaust off of it, and then it'll be somehow coming around off these NA fittings, joining up together. This one here is the banjo for the coolant feed. It feeds out of the block and it's going to come up to this fitting here, so that will come down and that's going to go straight down through those runners there, and then along the block that's going to have heat sleeving over as well. Forgot to say earlier in my update that I've actually got a load of other bits. I've got a load of AN fittings and hoses. This isn't actually all of it, some of it's already on the engine. I've already got the AN 6 line that you can see I need to cut to length. That's what the orange is, and there's 2 fittings down in there, but you can probably hardly make them out. So I've been getting all my lines and fittings. These are the PTFE ones that I'm going to show you how to do. This is who I got them from. There's now actually a discount code that you guys can use. I'll put it down below, or I'll put a link in the video for you to go on there, so go buy some stuff, you can get a discount. Another helicopter. The exhaust manifold, I've got some heat wrap which I'll show you, which came from Funk Motorsport. I've already the package got actually a bit destroyed in shipping, which isn't their fault at all. It's the posties throwing stuff about the place. So it comes with a load of these metal, they're basically like zip ties but metal, which is nice. It comes with a load of those. Like I said, the posties destroyed this. And we've got a load of heat wrap there, and these ties, whether I'd use those ties or some locking wire. This is their Lava Rock titanium exhaust wrap. I'm actually unsure whether I'm going to still use this in an exhaust manifold or whether it's going to get ceramic coated. It all depends on what prices I can get the ceramic coating for. If not, if I can get the exhaust manifold ceramic coated to match the exhaust housing, then this will be used on the downpipe. I've also got, which you'll see in a later episode, well, unless I film this episode over enough days, I've got a little heat shield that Funk Motorsport do come in for the actual tile wastegate, which is basically will block all of this off with basically like a heat blanket for a turbo, but for a wastegate. Stop it cooking these pipes even though they have got heat sleeving over them, and just stop it emitting all the heat towards the coolant pipes and the air pipes, I don't know what you want to call them, going to it. It's reference points coming off the turbo. The turbo reference point is literally there. I had that machined in because to make it nice and short for the 3-port Mac valve, which I will get. It's in the house, I need to show you because it's really nice. I've got a billet holder for it from JAAATT Engineering. Hopefully I'll remember and I'll go grab that. I've also had turn up. Sorry about the audio outside because it is windy. I haven't filmed as much stuff recently because it's been so windy and the weather's been so horrible. I haven't actually done as much stuff outside. I've had a package, another one from ERC, which is to do with exhaust. What we've got is a stud and nut kit for the exhaust manifold. Now these, obviously, as you've probably already guessed, aren't normal studs and nuts. These are titanium. This weighs absolutely nothing. Doesn't feel like metal at all. I have had some titanium stuff in the past for my motorbike. It's but I thought, you know, just how cool they look, why not have them for the car as well. They're 12-sided nuts, stupid wind, with the washers. They're absolutely awesome. I've got 13 of them because as a standard VW thing, they like to be awkward, and these are actually the exact same length as the OEM ones. A couple of my OEM ones are actually bent and they're really old, so I wanted to replace them anyway, so why not replace them with some really nice hardware. So big thanks to ERC for looking after me again. Make sure you go give him a follow, go look on his website, have a look, buy some stuff, support a little UK company. Now I've also just had arrived some material for making all the intercooler pipe work, because you've seen from ERC again, the same bloke. I've got his metal boost clamps, which are not going to be running silicons. In here isn't all of it because I believe some of the pipe work's on back order, but this has got a load of the pipe work in it for the intercooler piping that we're going to do. It's quite a decent amount of stuff that I've got from them. This is so all my pipe work is going to be 2.5 inch. Don't need to go to 3 inch. 3 inches for proper big power. If I went to 3 inch, it would actually slow down the velocity of the air. So this is a 63mm 45-degree bend. We should have 4 of those. So hopefully there's 4 of them. That's 1.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4
of those. Move the knife so I don't cut myself on that.
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
Also, we got in here, this is a little bit of heat sleeving. This heat sleeving is for the drains because this is like a nice aluminium coating. I didn't really want to use the silicone-y stuff because it just doesn't seem right, because literally it's going to be a couple mil. This one especially, which is AN10, is going to be a couple mil off the runners. So I wanted a bigger drain I can get away with. So that'll be useful. We'll probably slide some of that on in a bit. I might do the AN6 coolant feed, and I'll show you how to do that. It's really easy with these PTFE lines, really easy. And then we'll slide some of this on as well. So that's always good. Lots of heat protection. We don't want to be melting things. We don't want as much heat soak as possible. So what else I've got in here? Oh, that's a special bit over there. They said they didn't have that in stock, but they have. So we've got 4 63 again. Like I said, all my pipe work is 2.5mm. Hopefully the focus in 90-degree bends. So we've got 4 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now for you keen car people, this is my very first Vibrant Performance part, which was, I was told to get this by my mate Eddie, who you see, I'll put another link down below. He's going to be doing all my pipe work for the intercooler stuff. He's going to be modifying my inlet manifold for me. He's the person that made the exhaust manifold for me. He's going to be doing me a full system, which I've already got the 3-inch V-bands that came from ERC. I'm going to be ordering up the exhaust, all the material soon. We're just figuring out exactly what we need and going to be pricing that up soon. Army helicopter. So this is again 63mm alley pipe, 1 meter long straight. Now, one bit, which is part of the reason why I bought this stuff from them, is because we wanted a cast elbow. We have to do some adjustments ourselves with this. What the hell is that noise? Well, anyway, we're going to have to do some adjustments with this pipe. Let me get in so you can actually see me in the light. There you go. We're going to have to do some adjustments with this pipe. It's a cast bend. Now, why would we want a cast bend? Wow, a turbo's cast, isn't it? So like that, about down. Let's see what it looks like. Obviously, like I said, the lights are rubbish and it's super bright outside now, which is typical. But it'll be something like that. And then off of that pipe, like I said, we've got lots of bends, whether we bend or whether this is enough. It's then should slot almost, because of the size we wanted, it should then almost, like I said, this has got plastic on it still, and then it will like almost perfectly slot to it, and then that will be welded on. We got lots of sizes. He wanted me to make sure we got lots of bends, because when we do this, once we're doing all the fabrication and the welding and stuff, he doesn't live super local to me. He doesn't live too far away, but he doesn't live really local. So I need all the stuff possible, because otherwise, if I don't have something, we're gonna have to order it, or, well, I would say go somewhere, but I have no idea where we could go to get the stuff we wanted. So I have to order it. So even if I did it like express, it would still be like a day or two, where he's going to be coming down to weld it, and it's all going to be done at Mix Unit. So we need to have everything possible we can need, so we can do it all in, well, I say one go. He's going to be there for at least 2 days doing all of this stuff, making everything fit, and doing all the exhaust and stuff. So basically that's just all the stuff I've had turn up. Now I'm doing some stuff in the engine bay, which I went and got this off my mate, because he works in a little car shop. it's actually nice and sunny now. It is windy. So you've seen the engine bay before. I've actually ignored the cloth. I actually was cleaning it the other day. The looms just stayed in because I didn't want to rip it all out, and but I've given it a clean up. As you see, headlights are battered. If I remember, I will show you. I've got a new left headlight. I've got a new left headlight because, well, it's just a bit battered. I'm trying to get hold of a right-hand headlight. So if anyone knows of any mint condition, literally mint, or of a new one for sale for a good price, let me know, because I'm after one, because this is battered. I've got this tar and glue remover because, like I said, I cleaned this all the other day because it was really mucky, but there's these weird patches and they're like sticky. It's like mud and oil, but I don't know if you can hear. Sticky. And there's another sticky patch down there, and there's a sticky patch here, and there's a sticky patch by the ABS sense module up there, and there's a sticky patch over there. I don't have a clue what they're from, but I need to clean them up. And then I got little bits of rust. Some of it I put some rust treatment stuff on. I'm going to wire wheel this all back to fresh metal, and then I'm going to treat it. And then what I'll probably do is I'll use some underseal stuff because it's only on the side frame rails. But my issue is there were some other little bits which in the past I put some, because I was more bothered about putting some rust treatment on it to stop the rust getting worse than what it looks like. However, now the engine is out, and once it's in, I'm not going to want to do any body work, so I need to tweak stuff. Sorry, the sun's right in my face. Let me know what you think. What should I do? Whatever happens, I've got to I'm definitely sorting out those bits of rust. So am I just doing it all a matte black colour, which is probably the easiest to do? Am I going to give it a go myself, doing it a 2K gloss black out of a rattle can? Or, wow, if there's someone that's a painter, someone that does painting on the side, who would be happy to come here, we could put up a gazebo or something and they can paint the inside of the bay. It hasn't got to be like a show finish. It's got to be a good finish if it's going to be gloss, but it hasn't got to be like a show finish. It hasn't got to be perfect. It's just got to be good enough. I'd love to have like smoothed things in the bay, like get rid of things that aren't needed and do it all fresh, but at the end of the day, the car's going to be driven. So I put the bonnet on. The wind stopped, I put it on. I'm too scared to do it, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. You can see, look how cool it looks in the sunlight as you move around. If you've got one of these, I'll buy another one. If one of you out there has got one of these, a carbon fibre bonnet, I will happily message me and I will buy. I'm happy to have a second one. I would love to have a second one, because then there's some things that I would do to this one because of the lack of pill. But how cool would it be if you had carbon fibre bonnet and carbon fibre wings, the same weave to match? Let me know what you think. There isn't a company that make them, not the stock ones, so this would, I'd have to ask someone to make me a set, or, which I've thought would kind of be cool, is I'll make a set. I've seen there's some people that I watch on YouTube and they've done their own carbon fibre stuff. I know 100% it's not the easiest thing to do, but I thought it'd be quite cool, especially to film it, to show people what we do, and there isn't anyone out there that makes a set, so I'd have to get them custom, and I've seen the price of them custom, and I don't need to make a mould because it would just be a set for me, so I'll think about it. This is a horse walking past. So yeah, that's up to date on where I am with everything.